Welcome to Game 23 of the Illinois Lutheran State Championship. This is Ryan Roth with my esteemed colleague Peter Roth, and we're here to broadcast all day of basketball. First up, we have the fifth place boys game between the River Forest Grace Vikings and the Chicago Holy Family Angels. River Forest comes in this game after defeating Centralia in the first round 48-42. They lost in the second round to East Dundee 56-52. And last night they defeated Naperville 40-31. Chicago Holy Family comes in this game after defeating St. John's Lombard 38-33 in the first round. They lost Emmanuel Palatine yesterday in the second round 42-16. And last night they defeated Belleville 37-31. So Peter, what are your keys to the game today?
For River Forest, Lewis and Masiak are combining for almost 40 points a game. So you're going to need another decent output from those two to have a chance to get the W. And for Holy Family, they've had a bit of foul trouble earlier in the tournament, have key players with 4 fouls, fourth quarter. If they can stay out of that, they should be golden for the rest of the day.
Fantastic. Well, let's go down to our public address announcer for the starting lineups.
Good morning and welcome to the match that will determine the fifth place finish in the state of Illinois. And at this point, I direct your attention to the fine young ladies standing in the middle of the floor, because the website they hold is the link to the live stream that we have available for grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, and all your cousins who could not be here this morning. And that's streaming live for us right now. Compliments of Dr. Denny Whitty and Concordia University, Chicago. So we thank them for that. And if you'd like to get your family notified of that opportunity, it's right there for you. Thank you, ladies. Good job. They're working for ice cream, I think. This morning, I'd like to share with you our sportsmanship statement. I know you've heard it before, but it bears repeating. We ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. And we know you're doing a great job with that, and we just would ask that you continue with that. But now down to the business of basketball. And this morning, we have a fifth place game for the state of Illinois. And I'd like to introduce to you the visitors on the scoreboard this morning. First, they are the bracket busters of the tournament so far, and they're the Vikings of Grace River Forest. And I'd like to introduce these young men to you now. Jack Simzik, David Stalkey, Emmett Byrne, John Kibler, Luke DeVries, Caden Dauma, Sam Dahlstrom, Ben Canup, Ben Ho. And the starting lineup for the Vikings, 7th grader Cameron Lewis, 8th grader Noah Grohl, 8th grader Leonard Verzi, 8th grader Cooper Hines, and 8th grader Oliver Masiak. The Vikings are coached by Bill Thompson and assisted by Jonathan Grohl and John Canup. I don't think your moms and dads are awake yet. The home team on the scoreboard this morning are the Angels from Holy Family in Chicago. And I'd like to introduce these young men to you now as well. Glendon Sullivan, Isaac Barentine, Mark Boykin, Niall Gossett, D'Angelo Crosby, Lawrence Henderson, Darius Prince, Corey Thompson, and the starting lineup for the Angels, 8th grader Alfonso Washington, 8th grader Shaquan Johnson. 8th grader Deontay Moore. 8th grader Najee Twitty. 8th grader Carnell Owens. The Angels are coached by Jamie Lambert and Bruce Daniel. And before we begin, we ask that you join us in a word of prayer. And so we pray, gracious Father in heaven, we are so thankful today for the many gifts you give each and every one of us. Especially today, Father, we thank you for the gifts of these young men. Not only the gift they are to their families, but to their schools. And Father, we thank you for them. We ask that you be with them now, that they can play and compete safely. We ask that all that they do and all that we say can be to your glory, because it's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
All right, starting for the Vikings, Lewis, Grohl, Verzi, Hines, and Masiak. And for the Angels, Washington, Johnson, Moore, Twitty, and Owens. The Angels come in this game with a record of 23-2, coached by Jamie Lambert. And the Vikings come in this game with a record of 34-9, the 14th seed, coached by William Thompson. Cameron Lewis comes in the game as the leading scorer of the tournament, 22 points a game. And he's only a 7th grader, Peter. We'll see if he can have a big game today.
Well, we'll see how he's going from 3-point. He seems to be hot from there. He's already got 8 for the tournament. I could imagine him putting down a couple more.
And he seems to be able to get to the free throw line as well. Both him and Masiak, both with 14 free throw attempts throughout the first 3 games.
And that could be a huge benefit, especially with the foul trouble that the Angels have found themselves in earlier in the tournament.
Start off with the tip, and Lewis retains possession. And the Vikings working left to right. The Vikings in the red, the Angels with the white and blue uniforms. Masiak takes the baseline, works around back to the perimeter. To Hines. Hines gets pressure defense. Masiak with the jumper, can't get it. And rebound by number 30, Carnell Owens. And the Angels with possession to start the game. Alfonso Washington sets up the offense. The Vikings in the 1-2-2 zone. Tries to find their low post. Carnell Owens up and good. Nice shot by Carnell Owens. Gets the Angels on the scoreboard for the first time today at 2-0. And the Angels will pick up their pressure defense. Lewis able to break the press. Reset the offense. Works the Masiak. And just off the back of the rim. And rebound by Shaquan Johnson, who wants to take it all the way to the hole. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound, saves it. Nice effort by Shaquan. Works it back out, and Masiak able to rip the ball away from Johnson. And the Vikings come back with the pressure. Scores 2-0. Chicago Holy Family with 4:42 to go in this first quarter. The Angels will reset their offense.
Grace River Forest has got 2 good looks early on. They just haven't been able to put them away. If Masiak can start knocking down from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's had a couple good looks already. And right there, first turnover of the game for the Vikings. And the Angels will look to capitalize on their 2-point lead. Alfonso Washington slows it up, brings the ball up court. He's looking for Owens right away. And the steal, but Alfonso Washington able to save it. Works it down low to Deontay Moore with the up, and can't get it, knocked away by Owens. And the Vikings will get the ball right back. And right away, the Angels will pick up the pressure. We'll see how, with the youth of Cameron Lewis, if he can, how he can do breaking this pressure for that the Angels are putting on him. And just like that, Peter, they force their second turnover of the game.
That's just good defense with the pressure, making them hurry up, making them rush, and that's going to create turnovers later on.
The Angels seem very active right now on defense.
That's very true. Their defense is always motion. They're putting pressure on Grace and making them do things they would normally do, like that turnover right there.
It looks like the Vikings are starting to pick up their zone pressure a little bit more right now. You can notice that they're trying to work to Owens down low.
He's got a substantial height advantage.
Work around the perimeter. Here's Washington with a nice little runner. Can't get it. Owens with the big rebound. Another miss. Owens with another rebound. Can't get another rebound for Owens. Can't get, finally, River Forest able to get a rebound. Verzi brings it down, but 2 offensive boards on that 1 possession for Owens. He has 3 rebounds early in this game. Nice pass to Verzi. Almost travels and set. Can't get it. Rebound by Masiak, and he's going to get fouled by Owens. Now, like you said earlier, Peter, Owens is continued to get in foul trouble through the first 3 games.
Indeed, he's got 12, now 13 fouls on the tournament, and that could be a problem later on, especially with the rebounding he's had early in these first 3 minutes of the game.
Masiak's going to the free throw line for 2. Like I said, one of the leading scorers of the tournament. Comes into this game averaging 19 points a game in the tournament. He's shooting 65% from the free throw line. He gets on the scoreboard for the first time today. Cuts the lead to 1 at 2-1. Make that 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And now we have a tie game at 2-2 with 3:18 to go in this opening period. Alfonso Washington working up. Let's see if they continue to work down low to Owens. 3-point attempt by Twitty. He's got it. Najee Twitty with his 7th 3 of the tournament gives the Angels a 3-point lead at 5-2. Looks like we're going to have an off the ball foul.
That could be something else that Lewis can use to his advantage with the quickness he has against the defense. He's going to have to force him to foul.
That first foul was on Alfonso Washington. Masiak inbounds the ball, gets the ball right back to him, works at Hines. Angels defense is giving the Vikings all sorts of fits right now. Hines, nice pass from Masiak, gets it knocked away, stolen away by Twitty, and Washington's pushing. Washington gets the ball kicked, and looks like the Vikings will retain possession.
Well, Masiak got inside again. That time he looked for a teammate and almost got through, and that would have been a nice pass. If he keeps attacking all game, he's going to draw fouls like he did earlier in possession on Owens, and it'll be very beneficial to the
Ball's inbound pass knocked away. The Angels retain possession underneath their own basket. Twitty inbounds the ball to Washington. Washington's really looking for, I think the Masiak and Owens match will be a pretty big one today. Nice pass from Masiak to Lewis. Lewis pulls it back out. Lewis, the leading 3-point shooter of the tournament, has yet to take a shot today. This shot by Masiak and another rebound by Carnell Owens, his 4th rebound of the game. Nice behind the back pass and then spin move. And it looks like he's going to be whistled for a travel. What a play by Owens, though. Take away the travel with the rebound, spin move. He'll be fun one to watch today.
That size and that ball handling ability, that could definitely come in handy.
Right away, the Angels will pick up the pressure. Masiak able to inbound the ball. Works back. I'd like to see Lewis with a wide open 3-point attempt. He's got it. Cameron Lewis from J.J. Reddick's zone ties the game at 5 with under 2 to go. That's Cameron's 10th 3-pointer. I'm sorry, 9th 3-pointer of the tournament. That was an incredible shot. He's got some range. Then right back at you, Johnson with the 3-point attempt. Miss. Masiak with the rebound. And the Vikings looking to have their first lead of the game. Let's see if Lewis works around the perimeter. Lewis only a 7th grader, so he should be obviously back next year with the experience. Nice move by Masiak. Up and good. Oliver Masiak with his 4th point of the game gives the Vikings their first lead of the game at 7-5 with 1:20 to go in this opening period. The Angels have trying to find something. Nice runner by Johnson, blocked by Verzi. And Lewis is pushing. Lewis works around to, can't get it, works around to Grohl, and then rebound by Owens. Nice pass from Johnson, and blocked by Verzi.
That was a heck of a hustle play by Verzi, getting all the way down court to stop the open layup. That was a big play, big stop.
Twitty will inbound the ball. But Angels' offense have been quiet ever since that 23-pointer with 2.5 to go in this first quarter. Nice steal by Masiak. Masiak has an open lane and looks like he's going to get fouled on the way up. That's going to be Shaquan Johnson's first, team's 3rd. One effort by Masiak there with the steal, forced the foul. And that's something we talked about. the Angels don't play a deep bench, so it's not, they can't really afford to have guys in foul trouble.
Yep. And the 3 early fouls.
Masiak inbounds the ball to Verzi. Verzi trying to find Masiak. Oh, nice move by Verzi. Up and good. Verzi with the fake to Masiak, puts it up and is going to get fouled. He's going to have a chance for a 3-point play. Gives the Vikings the biggest lead of the game at 4 at 9-5. This foul is going to be on can't get it. Owens with the rebound. We're trying to decipher. I think that was on Owens. If that was on Owens, that is his second. Nice pass from Johnson to Washington. Can't get it. Owens with another rebound, and Owens with the rebound gets fouled by Verzi. Owens with 6 rebounds already in this first quarter.
He's been an absolute beast in the paint so far.
Owens not a very strong free throw shooter, 25% in this tournament.
He hasn't been to the free throw line very often either. This is only his 5th appearance.
That foul's on Leonard Verzi, his team's first, and Owens converts on his first one. You know, the Angels, very balanced effort offensively. Washington with 8 points a game, Twitty with 7, and Owens with 7. But Twitty has 4 points already in the first quarter, cuts the lead at 2. First substitution in the game, Isaac Barentine will check in the ball game, 6'1", 8th grader.
And it's got to be a nice benefit for Holy Family to have that size coming off the bench.
Oh, absolutely, especially with Owens with 2 fouls. Lewis working around. Looks like the Vikings, oh, a nice pass to Masiak. Can't get it, the shot. Another rebound by Verzi. Masiak with the rebound. Nice shot by Masiak. Can't get it, and finally, Moore able to pull it down.
Still good hustle from Grace River Forest on the offensive board.
So River Forest defense picking up. Twitty with a wide open look for 3, just short, and Verzi with his 4th rebound of the first quarter. And after 1 quarter of play, River Forest leads Chicago Holy Family 9-7. So, Peter, what were your impressions of the first quarter?
Fast-paced game, getting out some any jitters they had going in. Holy Family and Grace have both been great on the offensive board so far. I mean, Owens has 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, and same with Masiak. They've both been crashing, and that's going to benefit them a lot going into the next 3 quarters of the game.
I'm a little surprised. I was expecting a little higher pace, though. Like I said, you know, River Forest comes in the game averaging 48 points a game in this tournament, compared to Chicago Holy Family only averaging about 32 points a game. So it's a little slower pace than I was expecting.
A little bit. But like I said, that could just be the early 5th place game jitters, getting it all out, and it could pick up a lot these next 3 quarters.
So next up in our broadcast, we have the 3rd place game at 2 o'clock between Zion Marengo and East Dundee Emmanuel. And then our nightcap at 5:30 will be the defending champion Emmanuel Palatine versus Peoria Christ, a rematch from last year. So starting the second quarter, the Angels will get the ball. Washington works up. The Vikings defense is definitely, their zone has picked up the pressure. 3-point attempt by Barentine, can't get it. Another rebound by Owens, up and good. Owens has been a monster on the boards. He has 6 points to go along with 8 rebounds. He's been very key for this Angels to tie the lead at 9 with 5:37 to go. So like I said, Owens is 6 of the 9 points for the Angels. Lewis works it around. Nice pass to Verzi. Verzi able to get back out to Lewis. Like I said, Lewis with the highest, with most 3-pointers in the tournament with 9.
And we saw that range early on in the first quarter with the 3 from 4 feet behind the line.
Make that 10 3-pointers, Peter.
There it is again.
Cameron Lewis didn't call it, but I called it with a little bit of case of onions. Gives him a 3-point lead at 12-9. Cameron Lewis with 2 3-pointers already today. Gives the Vikings a 3-point lead at 12-9. Here's Owens. Nice move by Owens. Can't get it. Rebound knocked away by the Vikings, and the Angels will get the ball right back.
If Lewis can keep as hot as he is in these first 8 minutes of the game from 3, it's going to be really hard for Holy Family to stay in their zone, and it's definitely going to open up more shots for Masiak down low, especially one-on-one matchups with Owens to see him try and draw his 3rd foul when he's back in the game.
Barentine checks back in the ball game for the Angels. Nice three-point attempt by Moore. Long rebound by Hines, and we'll see if the Vikings can increase their three-point lead. Ball gets knocked away, stolen away by Alfonso Washington, and then he gets whistled for the travel. Owens checks right back in the ball game. Now he's got 2 fouls, so that's key, Peter. If they can, Verzi or Masiak can work down low on him, they can't afford to have him on the bench any further.
Definitely, he makes a difference in the inside of the lane.
Lewis with a nice runner up and can't get it. Nice board by Masiak. He's got it. Masiak with his 6th point of the game, go along with 4 rebounds, give the Vikings a game-high 5-point lead at 14-9. You know, the Vikings are the underdog of the tournament. Coming into this tournament as the 14th seed, have a 5-point lead on the 8th seed. Missed shot by Johnson, rebound by Owens. Another strong rebound for Owens, 9th in the first half. Looks like this foul is going to be on number 24, Oliver Masiak. That's Oliver's first, team 2nd. Barentine checks back in the ball game for Twitty. I'm sorry, that's Moore takes a seat on the bench. Twitty inbounds the ball. Johnson with an open look. I'm sorry, Washington with an open look. Can't get it. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson gets whistled for the travel.
It's 6 early turnovers here for Holy Family.
And the pressure picks right back up. And Lewis able to break him able to break it by himself. Resets their offense. Like I said earlier, the Angels have stayed with the zone even though Lewis has 2 3-pointers. Nice move by number 3, Grohl. Gets it blocked. Washington takes it away. Washington sees a wide open Twitty for 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Verzi. And Verzi wants to take it all the way, and Verzi's going to actually get whistled for a travel first. And we're going to have the first substitution of the game for the Vikings. Number 13, John Kibler checks in the ball game. Both teams are only playing a six-man rotation here.
So far, the Holy Family Angels are only 1 for 9 from beyond the arc. And if they keep shooting like that, it's going to be tough to stay in the game, even with Owens' offensive rebounding. So they're going to have to look to heat up on that.
So Masiak just picked up, very key, Peter. Masiak just picked up his 2nd foul. So we'll see, even with the small bench, how long they keep him out there. That's his 2nd, team 3rd. Like I said, both teams don't play a very deep bench, and when a guy like Masiak coming into the game averaging 19 points a game in the tournament, they can't afford to him not to play.
That's very true.
Nice move by Owens. Up, can't get it. Another rebound by Masiak. And Masiak sees something. He's actually going to want to take it coast to coast, decide to pull it back out. Finds a wide open Lewis for 3. Can't get it. Nice rebound by Masiak. And Masiak is going to get fouled. Let's see who this foul on. That could be number 3 on Owens. Nope, actually they're going to call that one on Washington. That's Washington's 2nd. So Masiak, 65% free throw shooter, going to the free throw line for 2. He's got 6 points today. He's already 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
We could definitely see early on how Masiak and Lewis are averaging almost 40 points combined in the tournament for River Forest.
Oh, right. They have 13 of the team's 15, and that's given them a 6-point lead at 15-9 with just under 3 minutes to go. Can't convert the second one. Owens with his 10th rebound in the first half.
He's just been a beast in the board so far, offensive and defense.
They're going to have to try to find something, Peter. Nothing offensively is working right now. They built that 7-4 lead, and ever since they've just been quiet.
They're getting open looks from the outside like that one. They're just not knocking them down yet.
Missed shot by Johnson, rebounded by the Vikings. Nice pass to Masiak all the way to the hole.
And that'll be number 3 on Alfonso Washington.
And you know, Washington is their point guard. Who's going to step up with Washington having to go to the bench with 3 fouls?
It's definitely a hard loss to have in the second quarter, 3 fouls with your point guard.
Actually, hold on. There's a misunderstanding. The referee called on 24, but there actually isn't a number 24 on the Angels. So Masiak on the free throw line for 2. 3 for 4 from the free throw line today. Make that 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Game high 8 points for Masiak so far. halfway through his tournament average of 18. Converts on the second one. So 9 points for Masiak, gives them an 8-point lead. And number 3, Noah Grohl, checks back in the ball game. So the Angels with 2 guys with foul trouble, Washington with 3 and Owens with 2.
Their 2 leading scorers both with 2 and 3 fouls each.
So here's nice defense by the Angels. Actually, and they force the travel. And the Vikings trying to continue to build on this 8-point lead, 17-9 with 2:22 to go. I was expecting the Angels, you know, who came to this game as 23-2 this year, winners of 4 tournaments this year: the St. John's Eagle Tournament, the Lutheran School Tournament in Chicago, the Lutheran School League, and the St. Paul Mount Prospect Invitational. And Vikings have just had their way with them. And in and out shot by Lewis. Owens with his 11th rebound of the game. Nice behind the back pass from Johnson. Works it around, nice up and under by Moore. Moore with his first basket of the game cuts the lead to 6 at 17-11. We'll see if they can cut this lead within 5 going into the half. They should be content with the way things are, considering how bad they've shot behind the arc. Another miss for Verzi, another rebound for Owens.
And Holy Family did something last possession that they haven't done yet before that, and that was bring the defense out to them and get them out of the lane. Nice
Rebound by Owens and the putback. Owens with 8 points, 13 rebounds, has cut the lead to 4 at 17-13. A quick 4-0 run in just under 30 seconds for the Angels. Nice play by Lewis with the runner, with a little kiss off the glass. Cameron Lewis with his 8th point of the game.
It's a nice finish, especially with Owens coming down on him.
Yeah, Lewis definitely has some handles. He's been able to get around that tough Angel defense. And Deontay Moore with 4 quick points.
And here's that pace picking up, just like you said earlier.
Yeah, we went from the Angels not having a field goal for over 4 minutes to now 3 field goals back to back to back. And Moore with the rebound. And the Angels trying to cut into this lead, and Moore is going to get whistled for a travel. That's 8th turnover today for the Angels. Peter, now do you see with the lead, do you think the Vikings take one shot here?
I'd see if you can get anything open, if you can get a drive where you can possibly get a 3rd foul on Owens that could come in handy in the second half, you'd take it. But if nothing's open, yeah, I'd just sit out and run the clock out. Go to the half. Never mind.
Lewis with the runner. 10 points in the first half for Lewis.
Lewis really likes that floater. It complements his 3-pointer very well.
Reminds me of a young Tyrone Johnson for all your Purdue fans watching at home. 21-15, 10 seconds to go. Looks like the Angels are holding for 1 shot. Here's Twitty, leading 3-point shooter for the team. Twitty works it around. Twitty with the long pass, knocked away. And that is your first half of play, with the Grace River Forest Vikings leading the Holy Family Angels 21-15. We'll be back briefly, Peter, with some halftime stats. And welcome back to your halftime stats at the 2013 Illinois Lutheran State Tournament. At the half, Grace River Forest leads Chicago Holy Family 21-15. Cameron Lewis leading all scorers with 10 points at the break. Oliver Masiak has 9 points for the Vikings, and Verzi also has 2. And for the Angels, Carnell Owens leads the team with 8 points, Deontay Moore with 4, and Twitty with 3. Petey, give me a little halftime breakdown from your aspect. You know, I know from my fact, just watching the Angels have struggled from the floor.
Well, the Angels right now are shooting 25% from the field, 6 of 24. Rough first half. Their leading scorer, Carnell Owens, is 3 for 8 from the field. Excuse me. Leading the rest of the team is only shooting 3 of 16. They're shooting 11% from behind the arc, whereas on the other side, the Vikings were shooting 40% from the field, and they shot 50% from the field last quarter, 5 of 10. They're 2 of 3 from behind the arc, all of those coming from Lewis at 67%. And that is a very good percentage for a first half.
Oh, absolutely. And the Vikings are very efficient offensively. 5 first-half turnovers. You know, like I said, 40% from the floor. In an 8th grade basketball game, that is kind of what you want to shoot.
Definitely.
You know, after watching many Wisconsin Badger games this year, shooting 40% will get you some victories.
Especially if you can keep the ball. And those 3, Holy Family has 8 turnovers to Grace River Forest 5, and it is a 2-possession game at the moment.
Right, and Coach Lambert has to be slightly, you know, yes, he's upset that they're down 6 points, but 8 turnovers, shooting 25% from the floor, and only down by 6.
That's not bad.
We'll see. So now the second half, starting for the Vikings, we have Lewis, Grill, Verzi, Hines, and Masiak. And for the Angels, Washington, Johnson, Moore, Twitty, and Owens. Angels pick up the pressure right away. Nice pass. Nice pass to Grohl for 3. Can't get it. Rebound by looks like Verzi, but actually we're gonna have a jump ball. Nice effort by Verzi, not getting the travel. So now the Angels, down 6, will get their first chance to cut that lead in the second half. Washington, 0 for 4 in the first half, brings it up, works it around the perimeter. Twitty, one of the leading 3-point shooters of the tournament. He's made 1 so far today.
They can get Washington going. They really be helpful in the second half. Only be down 6 without him scoring a point in the first 2 quarters.
Right, you know, comes the game averaging 8 points a game. Nice pass from Johnson. Owens up and can't get it. Gets his own rebound, up and under. Nice shot by Carno Owens. Carno Owens with his 10th point of the game to go along with 14 rebounds. Peter, he's got a double-double. And still 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
He is willing this team to be a 4-point game right now. Without him, it would be a blowout.
Nice pass. Missed shot by Grohl. Rebound up and good by Verzi. And that's Verzi's 4th point of the game. Gives them a 6-point lead. Right back. Vikings with the pressure. Here's Johnson in the corner. Washington slows it down. Looks like they're really trying to make Owens a focal point in that offense.
Yep, and if they can get inside him, he's been...
Washington almost had it there with a little spin move, but he's going to get whistled for the travel. Ninth turnover of the game for the Angels. However, with that turnover, now they can pick up the full court pressure. Lewis able to break the press by himself, and he'll slow it up and reset the offense.
He is just as cool as they come bringing it up against that press. For a 7th grader especially.
Nice move. He's actually going to get fouled and taken to the hole. If that's on Owens, that's going to be Owens' 3rd.
I think it's on what? Oh, it is on Owens.
That is on Owens. Carno Owens just picked up his, actually they're calling that Owens' 2nd foul, so we'll trust the scoreboard. And the inbound ball is knocked away, and the Vikings will get the ball back underneath their own basket. So Owens not really in foul trouble, picking up his 2nd. We thought it was 3rd, but obviously we're not perfect, Peter.
Yep, that's definitely a good thing for the Angels with him only having 2 instead of 3.
Here's Lewis. Oh, all the way to the hole. Lewis is getting fouled. Lewis with a nice drive penetrates. And if this is, now this could be on Owens. If this is on Owens, this is Owens' 3rd. No, actually that's gonna be on Moore. It's gonna be Moore's 1st, team 2nd. Cameron Lewis, a 65% free throw shooter, going to the free throw line for 2.
He's just fearless going to that hoop. 4'11", going against 2 people almost a foot taller than him.
Fantastic shot by Lewis. Lewis has got 11 points already today, halfway through his tournament average of 21 points a game. Second one up is good, and biggest lead of the game for the Vikings at 8 at 25-17. We thought the Angels had, cut it into 4 after that nice shot by Owens, but since then, 4 straight points for the Vikings. And another steal, another turnover by Washington, and Masiak loses control of the ball. Moore is looking up. Johnson, Washington to a wide open Twitty for 3. Just a little short, and the ball goes out of bounds. Angels continue to struggle from the 3-point line. Now they're shooting less than 10% from the 3-point line. They'll pick up the full court pressure. Yeah, after watching after talking with Coach Lambert before the game, I thought the Angels' pressure would give the Vikings a lot of fits. And coast to coast by Lewis. Can't get it, but Verzi with the wide open layup. He misses it, gets his own rebound, and Owens finally able to get the rebound. Verzi with 2 rebounds on that one drive. Twitty, another wide open three-pointer. Still cannot buy a basket. Grohl with the rebound.
If they can get those threes to start falling, it's going to open up the lane for Owens, which is going to give him even more opportunities to put in some easy layups. Because right now, with them shooting less than 10% from the three-point.
Coach William Thompson with the 30-second timeout. He's, early on in this third quarter, I was expecting, like I said, the second quarter finished at a very high pace. And ever starting the third quarter, it's been, again, back to where it was in the first quarter. The Angels struggling from the floor. And Cameron Lewis having his way out there. I was talking to Coach Jamie Lambert, I was expecting the Angels full court pressure to give the Vikings fits, and it's only forced 6 turnovers. And
with someone like Lewis running the point, it's very hard to force turnovers when he can just dribble through the man pressure. I mean, if you can't force him to pass the ball, you aren't going to be able to force him to make many mistakes because his dribbling ability is outstanding.
Yeah, you're right. And Carnell Owens 4 for 9 from the floor. The rest of the team 3 for 18. Peter, I mean that's, just hearing that is key as a coach. You got to work that offense through Owens. Nice shot by Masiak. He's got another one. Masiak with his 11th point of the game gives them now a 10-point lead at 27-17 with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. The 14 seed River Forest having their way with the Angels early on this third quarter. Nice shot by Johnson, short, nice up and under. Rebound by Owens with the behind the back shot. Owens has 16 rebounds to go along with his 12 points.
And he's showing off his incredible touch from around the hoop too. That's back-to-back reverse layups that he just threw up like nothing, and they both went in.
And a steal by Twitty to a wide open Washington. Another missed shot by Washington. Masiak able to get the rebound.
Washington just can't get anything to fall for him right now. He's just in a slump.
And that one was from point-blank range, too.
Yeah. And it was halfway down, too, just rimmed out.
Masiak with the drop step shot. Masiak with 15 today gives them a 10-point lead again at 29-19. It looks like number 12, Isaac Barentine, will check in back in the ball game for the Angels. So between Masiak and Lewis, they have 25 at 29 points.
It's a heck of a tandem for a 14 seed.
Owens with the open attempt, can't get it. Masiak with another rebound. And Masiak sees a cutting Lewis up and good. Lewis with Masiak with the pass, Lewis with the shot, give him a 12-point lead at 31-19. And a travel by Washington.
Lewis is living up to every bit of that 22-point average.
Yes, he's got
everything he's doing.
He's got 14 points today to go, and 5 or 6 assists.
Yeah, all of them to Masiak.
Yeah, and Masiak's got 13 points. So between the two of them, Lewis with 14, Masiak with 13 has been a key to this 12-point lead. Masiak gets it stolen away by Washington. Washington's got to find Owens, who's wide open underneath the basket, who gets whistled for the travel before he shoots the ball. Even when they have opportunities in point-blank range, a travel, a mislay, the Angels have struggled offensively all game long, and the Vikings have capitalized.
Yeah, Vikings have played a relatively mistake-free game. I mean, they do have 8 turnovers, but they've capitalized on possessions they've needed to.
Another nice shot by Macy. Can't get it. Rebound by Barentine. And here's Washington, who's going to take it all the way to the goal. Finally, Washington cannot buy a basket. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Looks like this foul is going to be, I think the foul is on Grohl. If it's on Grohl, it's going to be his first. Nope, actually it's going to be on Verzi, and that's going to be Verzi's second. So Washington comes in the game as a 56% free throw shooter. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2. 18 attempts through 3 games, first time today. And the story of Alfonso Washington's game, can't convert in the first one. The leading scorer of the team in the tournament with 8 points a game. He has 0 today. And Alfonso Washington trying to get on the scoreboard, trying to cut in this 12-point lead. Finally makes a basket. So that's the team is 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and we finally have a point after that 2-minute drought. Cuts the lead to 11 at 31-20. Lewis with the overthrow.
That was the first mistake I've really seen from Lewis today, offensively and defensively.
Now, if you're the Angels, you're obviously going for a 2-for-1 here. You gotta cut within 10 going the fourth quarter.
We'll see if that last free throw can get the ice off of Alfonso Washington and eat him up a little bit.
Johnson with the 3. Shaquan Johnson with the 3-point in the corner. Cuts the lead to 8 at 31-23, just like we're talking. And now this is when you pick up the pressure defensively, Peter.
Definitely. And that was huge. That's the first 3-pointer that the Angels have made since the first one they attempted in the first quarter.
They went through an 0 for 16 drought, and Lewis gets the ball knocked away. They'll retain possession with 20.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Scores 31-23. Great River Forest.
And the Angels of Holy Family can afford to bring out that pressure because they have Owens still sitting in the paint, and any missed shot is most likely going into his outstretched arms.
But it looks like the Angels are still sitting back. So Twitty knocks it away. Still 4.5 seconds to go. I think Lewis is going to take a shot here, Peter. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'd probably agree with you. I mean, he's still shooting 67% from beyond the arc. Well, quite the defense from Johnson, though, on him.
The range.
It doesn't matter.
Cameron Lewis with the step back, locked up onions at the end of the quarter, gives them a 11-point lead. Cutting the lead to 8, the Angels had it. And then Lewis with the long-range 3-pointer gives them a 11-point lead going to the fourth quarter.
That's just incredible.
17 points today for Lewis. And the things that there's nothing the Angels could have done defensively on that possession.
That's the shot you want to give up with 2 seconds to go. A shot from 7 feet behind the line. Lewis takes it like it's just another shot and shoot around and nails it.
So going to the fourth quarter, no team really has any foul trouble. There's only been, the Angels have 2 fouls the second half. The Vikings have 1. So at one point do you start, fouling if you're the Angels, Peter?
Well, you got to see how these first 2 minutes play out, first 3 minutes play out. When you get to about 3 minutes, if it's still 10 to 15, you're going to have to step up the intensity in defense. And if that results in some fouls, you're going to have to go with it.
Now, if you're the Angels, though, I mean, Lewis and Masiak are 65% free throw shooters in the tournament, and today they're combined 7 for 8. So as long as they foul, just don't foul those two guys.
You're going to have to get it out of those two guys' hands, foul someone else when they pass it off.
Vikings get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Still working right to left. Here's Lewis at the top of the key. Lewis throws, Masiak able to save the ball. Masiak works to Lewis. They have 11-point lead. Just setting their offense up, working for a good shot. Nice play by Garol. To a wide open Masiak.
And if you're Grace River Forest right now, you don't have to force anything. I mean,
Lewis gets it ripped away, and Johnson to Washington. Finally, Alfonso Washington gets on the scoreboard. His 3rd point of the game, cuts the lead to 9, and now here's when the full court pressure picks right back up. Masiak will finally able to get through to Lewis. Lewis takes all the way to the hole. Cameron Lewis with his 19th point of the game gives the lead right back to 11.
You cannot let that happen if you are Holy Family.
Cameron Lewis shooting an efficient 68% from the floor. Johnson with the wide open 3, can't get it. Masiak with the rebound. Masiak's closing in on a double-double. 13 points, 9 rebounds. Twitty with the tough defense on Masiak. Lewis is going to get whistled for the double dribble.
Lewis is shooting 7 of 11 from the field right now. And that includes 75% from beyond the arc. And 2 of those 3 were at least college range threes.
So now Coach Thompson with a 30-second timeout. They got 11, actually full timeout. Got 11-point lead. This time, I think with 4.5 to go, you're just going to tell the guys to slow things down.
Definitely.
Wait till the game comes to you.
The whole game's in their hands. They have 11-point lead. The Angels can't do anything if the ball's in their hands.
Now, Coach Lambert, though, I assume, just, hey, pick up the pressure defensively, and you got to start making your wide open looks. You know,
definitely.
The Vikings have sat back there in their zone all game long, and they've given the Angels opportunity after opportunity.
I mean, the threes they've been putting up have been open. There's not been that much contestedness. They've been sitting in the open spots of the 2-3 zone, right in the free throw line extended. And, I mean, they know where to go on the zone. They just can't knock anything down, it seems.
Now, like Twitty, Twitty coming to the game 6 3-pointers, the early and 3-point shooter, is 1 for 7 from the 3-point line today, Peter?
Twitty is 1 for 5.
1 for 5? But still, he's the 20% from your best 3-point shooter. And then another turnover by Washington.
Can't have those right now in the game.
Not down 11 with 4.5 to go. Team's 12th turnover of the game.
That's 13 on the game for the Angels.
Now here's the full court pressure. They really cannot afford to have a turnover in that last drive. Marathon pass from Masiak, saved by Hines. Nice pass from Hines to Masiak. Up and good. Masiak, with the effort to run all the way from inbound in the ball, gives him 15 points today. Gives the team a game-high lead at 13. He scores 38-25 with 4 to go. Here's Owens, who's been quiet. Not quiet anymore. Owens with his 14th point of the game cuts the lead to 11. Now the full court pressure picks right back up. And Lewis, like he has all game long, able to break the pressure by himself. Lewis, like I said earlier, a 7th grader, one of the leading scorers of the tournament. He's got 17 today. Works at him.
And not just with the scoring, the ball handling he's had throughout the game to break through that pressure and not have to worry about passing the ball off or any tip passes just is huge right now for the Vikings.
That's going to be Alfonso Washington's 4th.
I mean, you still have to have him play tough D. He's guarding Lewis at the top. You can't give off any room for him or he's just going to dribble out the clock.
You know, when early on the third quarter, when the Angels cut the lead to 4, I thought they'd keep working to Owens, and they haven't. They've continued to Owens has been an efficient 14 points. Nice pass to Masiak down low. Masiak able to find Hines, who can't get it. Rebound by Moore.
They live and die by the 3, and right now they are dying by it.
Moore takes it all the way to hole. Can't get it. Grohl with the rebound, and Grohl able to reach out to Masiak, and Masiak will bring it up.
And they haven't been able to get out and run.
Nice pass to Verzi. Verzi can't convert. Moore with the rebound.
This is the kind of game the Holy Family wanted to run the whole way. Just run and gun, get open layups, and just make the other team go way faster than they want to and get out of their comfort zone.
But when you're struggling so much from the floor, Peter, I don't know how well the run and gun size.
Well, they really haven't been doing much in the half-court offense either with the 3-pointers they've put up. So, I mean, the run and gun is probably their best option at the moment because it's going to get the most shots up in the least amount of time.
But now you're down by 11 with 3 minutes to go. It's going to be, Coach Lambert, I'm sure, he wants to get as many shots as possible. And then I think you're going to start fouling. So if you're at this possession, maybe Twitty takes a 3-point attempt. What do you think, Peter?
See if Twitty's open. You've had, who else has knocked down one? Shaquan Johnson has hit 1, 2 out of the 2 threes. Washington's had some open looks. If Washington can get in and drive and look for a foul, that'd be a plus too. Because he's been getting down to the rim 4 or 5 times in this half.
Now, after watching Lewis last night hit 3 3-pointers in the last minute, nothing surprises me. So, like I said, here's Twitty with a wide open look for 3. Another miss for Twitty. Masiak able to rip down the rebound. So Masiak finally has his double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. And now the Vikings will just sit back there and wait for the Angels to come at them. Or not. Hines with the shot attempt blocked by Twitty.
Not sure why they're still shooting with just within 10 seconds of bringing the ball up. I'd run a little clock off. An 11-point lead is sufficient, but it's not sufficient enough, especially with 2.5 minutes to go on a team that likes to shoot threes.
Yeah, I would just get the ball in Lewis or Masiak's hands and wait till they foul. And Masiak with the pass, with the overthrown pass, and the Angels will get the ball right back. trying to cut into that 11-point lead. It felt like the lead's been over 10 points for a long time, Peter.
It has been, because, I mean, Grace River Forest has given Holy Family plenty of opportunities to cut into it, and they just haven't been able to take any of those to their advantage in this quarter.
Ball knocked away. The Angels will get the ball back. Inbound the ball. There's more. Masiak with the steal. Masiak's going to take it all the way to the hole. Up and good. Masiak is just so soft around the rim. Masiak with 7. Masiak and Lewis both with 17. Actually, no, Masiak with 17. Lewis with 19. And looks like Jack Zimzik will check in the ball game for Cooper Hines. I think this is, with a 13-point lead. Coach is starting to empty the benches. So check in for the Angels. We're going to have Barentine, Sullivan, Boykin, Gossett, and Thomas. And they pull off their full court pressure. So we got 2:10 to go. The score is 40-27, Grace River Forest. So, Peter, what an effort today by Lewis. 19 points.
At least a dozen assists. I mean, when he got into the lane, he was either putting up good shots or making them soft, so the rebounds were close to the rim where Masiak could come back and get a second effort. He's been outstanding on the press. He's just been all around incredible on the offensive end today.
Nice pass to Verzi. Can't get it. Verzi misses the second one, and rebound by Gossett. So now this is where the Vikings empty the benches, up 13 with a minute and a half to go. What an effort today by Lewis and Masiak. Like you said earlier in the pregame, key to the Vikings is those two coming to the tournament averaging 41 points a game. They have not disappointed whatsoever, combined for 36 today. 36 of the team's 40, Peter. That will win you some games.
Definitely, especially with the efficiency that they shot. Lewis shot above 60% from the field, and Masiak was above 50% from the field. So, I mean, it's tough to beat when your two best players are that good from the offensive end in the game together.
So checking in for the Vikings, John Kibler, Ben Ho, Caden Duma, Luke DeVry, and Ben Canoop. So 40-27 is your score with a minute 20 to go in the fourth quarter. Sullivan gets the ball knocked away. Another turnover for the Angels, and Sullivan's going to get whistled for the foul.
I still have to say the best effort on the day, though, was from Carnell Owens with the numbers he put up and the fact that he kept his team in the game for basically 3 quarters by himself.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. 14 points, 16 rebounds for Owens.
I mean, that's a nice game. If anyone else would have been able to knock down any of the shots, this game would be a lot closer than 13.
Right. It just, the rest of the team get 5 field goals, Peter.
Yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbled today.
Steal by number 15, number 15, Mark Boykin. Mark Boykin to a wide open Sullivan for 3. Can't convert. Rebound by Gossett. He can't get it. Barentine with the rebound. Miss. And finally, Duma with the rebound. Canoop works in the corner. Ho's going to get fouled, but it looks like number 21, Gossett. That's Gossett's second foul. Some more substitutions checking in. Number 25, Sam Dahlstrom, and number 11, David Stalkey checking for the Vikings. And for the Angels, we have Lawrence Henderson, Norman May, Darius Prince, and number 22, D'Angelo Crosby. 3-point attempt is no good by John Kibler. Kibler with his own rebound finds number 25, Sam Dahlstrom with the miss. Another offensive board, this time by Stalkey. 3-point attempt's not good. Rebound by Duma, can't get it. Finally, the Angels will get the rebound. So the game's just about wrapping up. 40-27 lead, 15 seconds to go. We're gonna have a foul out of bounds. So next up, we'll have a third place girls game. After that, at 2 o'clock, we have the third place boys game between Zion Marengo and East Dundee Emmanuel. And then we have the boys championship 5:30 between Emmanuel Palatine and Peoria Christ. Emmanuel Palatine's been in the championship 4 consecutive years. So now this is Angels just working up. Stalky with a shot, no good, and that is your ball game. The 14th seed, River Forest, defeats the 8th seed, Chicago Holy Family, 40-27. Leading all scorers, Brand Lewis with 19 points. Oliver Masiek with 17, and Leonard Versey with 4 for the Vikings. And for the Angels, Carnell Owens with 14, Deontay Moore with 4, Alfonso Washington with 3, Shaquan Johnson with 3, and Najee Twitty with 3. So next up, we'll have the third place girls game. We will be back at 2 o'clock.
So if gentlemen, you could hold and wait a minute. To our friends, the Angels from Holy Family, you came to the state tournament with a record of 21-1. You came as champions of the St. John Chicago Eagle Tournament, the Lutheran School League Chicago North Tournament, the Lutheran School League Chicago North Champion, and the 50th annual St. Paul Mount Prospect Invitational Tournament. You leave today as the 6th place finisher in the state of Illinois. Congratulations, Angels. And to our friends, the Vikings from Grace. You came to our tournament with a record of 32-8. You broke a few brackets. You came as the champions of the West Suburban Lutheran School League. You won a play-in game when you beat Rochelle. You leave today as the 5th place finisher in the state of Illinois. Congratulations, Vikings.